use a tool for an analysis after you have set it up and authenticated your Google Earth Engine cloud project. You just open the tool, and within the tool you have to specify the area of interest you want to run the assessment for. So if you already have the data open in your layers or in your QGIS project, you can select that from the drop down. But if you don't have that, you can click on the browse and identify the data or the directory which you want to open your data from. So I'm going to open my Tamale AOI. That's the area of interest I want to run it for. So from the assessment, we have 22 different assessments that you can run. So you select the specific assessment that you want to work on. So in this case, I'm going to use a land use cover. And in the analysis mode, we have the single period output and then the trend analysis. The single period output will provide you an Excel report with data values of your assessment for 1 year. And then the trend analysis will give you an Excel report with data analysis within a specified period. So in this case, let me use the trend analysis as an example. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run my land use land cover analysis from 2015 to 2026. And with the trend analysis, I want it to give me the output for every single year. So that means it will give me a report for 2015, 2016, 2017 till 2026. If I select every 2 years, it will give me the report for 2015, 2017, 2019 at a 2-year interval. So that's how the report works. Then you can specify an output name. If you don't specify one, it will automatically use the name of the assessment to generate the output. And then you have to select the output folder. So I'm going to click on browse, and then I'm going to select the folder in which I want to save it. So I call it EAS Tamale. Select that folder. Then I want my final output, which is going to be a raster, to also be converted into a vector format for me. So I'll tick this box, and I want to generate the Excel reports as well. So once you are done setting the analysis, the date period, and whether you want it as a single or a trend analysis, you can proceed to run the assessment. And typically this should take about a minute or two to provide you with the output. So when this is done, you will have a notification that specifies the output that the tool has generated for you. You click on OK and you can close the dialog box. So in your map here, you will have 2 vector data sets and then you have 2 raster data sets. So you can deactivate the vector data sets so that you can see the output. So it generally provides you an output for your last year and then your first year. So that's your current year and then your previous year. So it gives you these 2 outputs, and then you can see the difference in growth and change. When you open the folder directory where the files are saved, you will get each of the outputs, and what is interesting is you get an Excel sheet. When you open that Excel sheet, it provides you with the outputs for each of the years that you run the analysis for. So here I have the classification of the land class, the classifications in here, and then I have the values in meters square for each of them for each individual year. Since I set the trend analysis to every year, for the start to the end year, it generates the reports in a 1-year interval for me. If you specify it to generate the reports every 2 years, then the interval will be 2 years. If you specify 5 years, then it will be 5 years. So here you have the built-up area and the values, you have the trees and the values, you have the water and the values, and then you can assess to see if this is increasing or decreasing. You also have a graph that shows you the land use land cover changes for the dominant class, and this gives you that in hectares, and then you can see how it has been changing over the period. And you can always access your raster files from here, and then the vector files are saved as a geo package, so you can open them in different projects and then work with the same data. It also provides you with a metadata, and the metadata specifies the duration for which the analysis is run. So it gives you the analysis type, the mode that is selected, the assessment, and then the period that was run. Then it also gives you how it was assessed. So here we use 341 source images between 2015 and 2016 to run and provide you with the analysis. And the vector table, the attribute fields are also defined here. So when you're working with the vector table, you understand what value max mean and then area square meters mean. You can find that here from the attribute table. So anytime you want to run an assessment, you open the tool, you specify your area of interest, you specify the type of analysis you want to run, and then you go about indicating your start date and your end date, and then you can just proceed it to provide you with the outputs. Thank you.